What's happening, guys? Most Infamous here, and right now we're here to bring you another Halo Wars 3v3 gameplay. Right now I'm playing as Cutter and we're on Exile, and if you want to see the rest of the matchups, just click pause at any point of this video in the beginning as I continuously click the back button to see the matchups for you. But anyway, right now I'm doing my favorite build on this map, where I build the extra Warthog and actually expo from that. The only problem with this build is that right now I'm kind of like delaying myself for the first pad on my base, as you can see here. I kind of made myself wait like another 5 seconds, which is pretty bad. And the only reason why is because my Warthog kind of missed that one supply right there. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, it was just a minor mistake, nothing too big. So as you see here, I'll tell you what my teammates are doing. Right now, Alpha Blackhawk, who's in the second tier, he's the Brute and he doubled, so he's probably going to push at, I believe he was going to push red initially, but we'll see what happens here. And Phil's in the bottom with the Arbiter, Super Turtle by the way. And he is not expoing like every Arbiter should. And right now he's scouting out to see if they expoed or not. And right now at this point we're just thinking, let's just attack the RB because there's really nothing else to attack. So we were all like, okay, let's just do that. And right now, as you see, I'm actually going to maneuver my Warthog back here so I can kind of knock out the sniper. This is something I always like doing on this map, and if I can pull it off, it makes it much easier on me to actually take the hooks, because I don't have to build flamethrowers. All I need to do is build a Marine and stick them in there, and we're good to go. And right there, I got the epic ram off right there, with a black bard hog coming out of it. Pretty nice. But I believe it's my second Warhog's turn. This is why I make 2 Warhogs, because in case one it gets too weak and can't fight the second hook, I always have another one to keep backup. And on top of that, I can always use that Warhog, the second Warhog, to keep collecting supplies. But yeah, as you see, my first Marine came out. I'm about to stick him in that reactor. And honestly, I really like this strategy. I use this strategy a lot in ones. It's not really the same, it's similar, I'll tell you that much right now. What I do is I build 2 Marines and I put one in the watchtower and I put one in the hook. I've actually done that in my previous video, which you can see whenever you want. But anyway, as you can see there, I'm trying to wait so I can build my reactor second to last on my main, just so I can go straight vehicle depot right after. And right now we're just pretty much trying to get my Warhog to the other side, because I want to take out the second sniper rebel so I can put my second Marine in. And as you see, my Marine kind of just smoothly got in there, which is always a good thing. And right there, as you see there, even though I already have a barracks up, I decided to actually make one in my expo, only for the reason because since one of them is probably going to go Gauss, and they're going to probably push to the back expo, and with that in mind, I didn't want to have a vehicle depot get in the crossfire of it. So what I did was I'm going to basically build both of my vehicle depots on my main to prevent any kind of circumstance happening like that. Alright, so with that being built, I believe I just go straight Spartan from there. And after that, I DQ my barracks in order to build that vehicle depot, that is. But anyway, as you see, I got in the last hook. I was pretty smooth, because usually it doesn't work out as easy as it does in this video at least. But I mean, hey, I managed to work it out, you know, just because of my pro skills and whatever. Anyway, as you see, there was Warthogs kind of camping Alpha Blackhawk's lift, which kind of slowed him down a bit, but at least from what I heard in the game chat, it wasn't that bad. They were doing their job at the RB's base, which is really good news for me, because he can't reach down my tanks. That's pretty much my only worry in this game for me, would be at this point. And right there, as you see, I wanted to collect those supplies, but his Warhogs actually came up here and they didn't even let me know that happened. I was like, oh man. And they actually got my Marine pretty good there, so at least I let them know that you know, his Warhogs are at the hooks, they're trying to take it out. So what I plan to do is bring down a Spartan tank to take those warhogs out. But before you know it, we got Phil's RB Rage running up here, and as you can see in the mini map, he's trying to make his way. So those warhogs are pretty much gonna die. If anything, that's the person going Gauss in their team, and it's no surprise because it's the Anders player. And right there, his warhogs just did not have a chance. No way in hell, because that's Phil's RB, and that's what Phil's RB do. Anyway, I'm gonna collect those supplies right now, and bring back my tank to my main. Once I get my other one in Canny, I'm gonna decide to push because I mean, I saw no signs of an RB threat, no signs of tanks, and the only thing they can possibly have right now is Gauss. But in the back of my head, I figured, you know what, he's probably gonna push with Gauss anytime now. Maybe not Gauss, but maybe like Grenadier or anything of that matter. So right here, as you see, I'm teleporting my Marine so I can get in the hook faster. And I believe that was just a waste of 200 because Alpha Blackhawk needed that hook, and I didn't know until I called in my Pelican.
Local units.
But it's whatever. I mean, I kind of took the money out from building flamethrowers and I placed it into the Pelican. So it kind of evens out if you think about it, but the whole point of my two Marine strategy in the hooks is to save money, but it looks like that didn't happen. But it's all good. And as you see here, this guy's just pushing in with his Grenadier. And he's probably close to having Gauss at this point, so I'm thinking, you know what, let's just catch that before, you know, he does go Gauss. But anyways, you see, I got my vehicle depots safe, I'm pumping safely, I'm upgrading safely. And that was the whole point of doing that strategy, keeping both vehicle depots on my main. Even though it might not necessarily be a good strategy if they're pushing. But I mean, who says they're going to be pushing up to me? They still have 2 coveys to get through, which is kind of a hard thing to do. At least on their part, because they only have 1 covey. They can't really push with anything, so I figured this was my safe zone right here.
All units.
But anyway, I figured, you know what, I'm going to chase his ass around Yellow's base. Who knows, maybe he did not run away completely. He's probably planning a second attack, which is why I kind of stuck around. But then I saw my tank numbers, and I'm like, you know what, I got to keep pushing, man. I'm about to get a 5th tank out. I'm about to finish the Canny upgrade. Actually, no, I did finish the Canny upgrade. So right now I'm just double pumping those tanks. So I mean, really, at this moment, I have to be pushing, which is what I'm doing right now. But as you can see here, they're pushing really hard on RB's base. Phil right here used to get carried because we all just kept saying that. But anyway, I decided to bring my tanks over, and luckily they were on their way already. And he only has 2 Spartan tanks, which is really nothing compared to 4 Canny. But what I felt was going to happen was his RB is going to come out of nowhere and actually do something, which he's doing right there. So I decided to drop a pro D-bomb, forcing his RB to go in front of my tanks right there, right where I want him, and basically he's done. He was just done right there. So that being said, this guy still needs another 400 if he wants to bring his RB back, which I knew he was going to do because he already upgraded the dude. So, you know, with that 1 D-bomb out of the way, I'm going to have to make sure I get power turret before he does that, so I wouldn't have to worry about losing my tanks as much. But that was a while from now, so I kind of split my tanks here to catch Warhogs, to catch his tanks. His other tank was pretty much dead, so I decided to regroup my tanks right there. And right there, I just see Alpha Blackhawk gave me the reactor. And right now, with that being said, I'm saving up for power turret at this point. I have 6-7 tanks right now. I really can't fight this army without any air. I don't care who you are or whatever you do. Maybe gremlins, but this guy wasn't near going gremlins. Phil was keeping Red busy back there the whole game, which was pretty awesome of him, gonna admit. And right here, this guy was still on the station, so as you see, he was just doing a straight Gauss build. He wasn't really doing anything else. And that's gonna kind of cost him because his base is weak. And I can still see him pumping Gauss out, which is not really a smart thing to do if you don't have your base locked. And I think he gets away here, actually, to be honest. No, he gets away, which is stupid. But as you see here, Alpha Blackhawk is getting attacked by his Gauss, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm not coming back for you, asshole. I'm just gonna sit here and kill this blue. And yeah. But anyway, This guy's still setting him in one by one. This time I think I catch this one. No, I don't, because I suck at this game. Anyway, there's his RB. So right now we're gonna be kind of maneuvering around this guy because I know he wants me to candy him at this point. And right now I have candy, but as you see, I just get power turret right after he kills that tank. Right around. Where is it? Where is it?
Local units.
Right there. There's my power turret. Maybe I called it a little bit late, but as you see here, he's doing a lot of damage to the RB without even using candy. So there really wasn't any point to using candy. I was saving it. And even though that guy is attacking my base right now, I have all the army I need to attack with. So even if he takes out my depot, even if he takes out anything, I'll still have what I need to finish this game off. As you see here, this is Alex's RB. I really like his RB's rage. He knows how to do it. And right there, he just got his health back and falling back to the tanks. I was in a little predicament right here, but he decides to go in one more time, which is a big mistake on his part. And I try to mac him right here, but turned out to be an epic miss. But it's alright, I have plenty of supplies to get around this little mistake. So right there I decided to build a turret on my expo because in case he was going to attack there next, I have to offer at least some kind of resistance, because if I don't, then that's just stupid. So I'm pushing up to yellow right now, and with all the banshees flying around, Alpha Blackhawk has actually repeating cannon, and I was wondering where were those the whole game. I have to talk to him about that, because as I'm watching this, I rarely see them. I mean, they're probably doing their job, not gonna lie, but I wish they were helping me more here, because I keep running to this guy's tanks, as you'll see in a bit. My main is gone. But yeah, there's his tanks right here, and I flared him that, oh, his tank's over here, but I didn't get any help, which is okay. But the thing is that I had to like kind of keep moving. I couldn't just stay here and destroy yellow's base. I don't think there's a reason to anyway, because he has canny and he doesn't have power turret yet, so he was really no threat to me or anyone here. But as you can see, there's the banshees. I'm about to make my way back up to the RB's base. I upgraded a fortress and I'm starting to build on my base while pumping more tanks out. On top of that, I locked my base because in case he does bring his Gauss over, I want to like kind of kill him, catch him with 2 tanks or 3 tanks that are going to be locked in my base. But as you can see here, there's no need because his Gauss actually came all the way back, which I don't see why he did that. But I guess he really had no choice because I pushed his main and I dwindled his number production pretty good. So I'm not sure what else he could have done. I think we were basically kind of forcing them to kind of, you know, just fight with no way out, no easy way out. It's like, just fight with what you got and boom, that's it. As you see, I pulled off a good canny on his healthy tank, and the Banshees took those out nicely. And right now the Spartans are getting shot at, and I mean, honestly, at this point, it's already game. I mean, I was like, you know, it's not over till it's over, but Blackhawk's like, nope, it's game. It was pretty funny, but I just see his Gauss is just being an annoying asshole, trying to kill my tanks, which I wasn't worried about because that tower turret, on top of that, a Spartan in it, that shit's not gonna die, like just 4 Gauss or whatever he had right there. But anyway, as you see here, this guy's stripped like a motherfucker. There's no way he's coming back from this, and excuse my cursing this whole game, but it was a pretty fun game to be honest, and I think these guys did everything they could with their combo, because they were running Forge, RB, and Anders, and they gave us a pretty good fight. But in the end, I mean, you know, this guy's base is about to go down. Phil just kept his boost Banshees the whole game, and while Blackhawk just kept going repeating cannon, show you all we needed. There we go, this first resign, and that's game right there, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It was like one of the best games we've played by far, and we'll probably bring you much more to come. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.